Hello class 7, welcome to history lecture. We are continuing with our 7th chapter, that is feudalism. So we have already seen what is feudalism, and we have also seen what are the features of feudalism, and the feudal hierarchy also we have seen. So today we will do three important topics of feudalism, that is chivalry, then tournaments and troubadours. So first we will start with chivalry. Before that, I'll recapitulate what we have done in our last class. That is the feudal hierarchy. In feudal hierarchy, we have seen that feudalism is a graded organization where there are different stages. At the top there is the king. Below the king there are his vassals. And we see that the lowest category belongs to the peasants or the farmers or the serf. And above the serf there are the knights. So these knights have played an important role in protection of feudal age or medieval age during the feudal system or feudalism. So knights are an important part of the feudal society. Now in this regard, what we see is that feudalism basically is a system of giving land in return of military service. So when the king is giving land to the nobles, in return the nobles are supposed to give military service to the king. So when the king is giving land to any noble, that noble will have to maintain the army for the king. In time of war, the king will use those army. So these knights were the warrior class, the army of the king. These knights were an important part of feudalism. And the concept of chivalry is very much related with the knights. So what we see that in feudal system, the entire feudal system or the system of feudalism was based on individual allegiance. That is, every stage, every grade of people have to owe allegiance to the grade above him, individual allegiance, and nobody will have to owe allegiance to the state. So this was the important thing. And in chivalry, what we see, chivalry we can call as the flower of feudalism. This is very important to remember that chivalry was the flower of feudalism. When you are writing your answer, your short note on chivalry, you have to mention that chivalry was the flower of feudalism. And there we see that in this chivalry, what is the main factor? That is the knights, the virtues of the knights. The knights have the duties, virtues or qualities. The knights must have some qualities. They should be loyal. They should take oath. The knights should take oath to protect the weak and to protect the charge, to protect the children and the women. These were the virtues of the knights. These were the oath that the knights has to take. So these virtues were actually called chivalry. The virtues of the knights were called chivalry. And why it is called the flower of feudalism? Because the entire system of feudalism flourished because of the system of chivalry. That is why chivalry is called the flower of feudalism. The knights has to perform certain virtues, or they have to follow some good virtues, good qualities. These were chivalry. Now what we see is that they have to be loyal to their lords, and also we see that the knights has to protect the weak, they protect the charge, women and children. So all this together came to be known as chivalry, and chivalry was the flower of feudalism. All the good virtues that the knight has to follow in the system of feudalism came to be known as chivalry. Next we will go to the next topic, another topic for your short note, that is tournaments. Tournaments were another interesting things. So in medieval age, what we see, the knights were kept for protection of the feudal lands and for protection of the kings and knights. Protection of the kings and the nobles. But sometimes it happened that there is no warfare. Always somebody is not attacking the king. Always some enemy is not attacking that castle. So in this situation, when there is no warfare, to keep the knights in practice, the nobles used to arrange for warfare between knights of two different land, like a competition. So tournaments were like competitions between knights. So in short, in easy word, what we can say is that tournaments were basically competition between knights, but you have to explain what it is. That you have to mention that the nobles used to organize or arrange these tournaments, that is fighting between knights of two different land, and these two knights had to fight following all the proper order and principles, and in this fighting whoever won, they were given rewards. So in this way, they always kept the knights in practice. When they are fighting with each other, fighting with one another, they are also kept in practice. So whenever there will be a warfare, they can use these techniques. So tournaments were competition between two knights of different lands, and whoever won, they were rewarded. These tournaments were organized or arranged by the nobles of the land. So these were basically tournaments. It is an important part of the feudal society. It was an entertainment for the nobles also. They used to see these matches. It was like games and matches. They used to see the fighting match between two knights, and whoever won, he was given huge respect and reward. So this was tournament. Next we will see, our next topic of the day is troubadours. Troubadours are also an important part of feudal society or feudalism. The troubadours were basically, we see, the roving poets and singers. Roving poets and singers were called troubadours. In France, basically, keep this in mind, in France and England, they were called troubadours. So these poets and singers used to roam from one place to another, and in different places they used to sing the heroic deeds of legendary people, like great personality or great people or any legendary people. About their heroic deeds, these poets and singers used to sing song or recite rhymes. So these people who used to roam from one place to another, and they used to sing and recite the heroic deeds of legendary people, they were called the troubadours. Now these singers or the people who used to roam from one place to another, they used to sing and recite songs about heroic people like, say, King Arthur, Robin Hood. These famous people's stories were recited in different places, and as these people, these troubadours, used local language in local people, wherever they are singing, they use the local language of that place. Thus we see that the local language gained immense popularity, and these troubadours were also very famous in the Middle Ages, that they used to roam from place to place to sing the songs of the heroic deeds of legendary people, and the tales of the legendary people also came to be known in different parts of the world. So remember this, in France and in England, they were called, these roving poets and singers were called troubadours, but in Germany these roving poets and singers were called mini-singers. So what we see is that in Germany they were called mini-singers. So troubadours were basically the roving poets and singers of the feudal age, and they used to sing songs in different places. In Germany they were called the mini-singers. So these are the three important topics of feudalism for today, that is chivalry, which is a flower of feudalism, or the virtues that the knights followed. Then we have the tournaments, which were the competition between two knights organized by the nobles, and we have troubadours, who are the roving poets and singers of the feudal age. So today we will keep it till here. In next class we will do our next topic. Thank you.